set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play, and they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Throw incomplete as well.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, they have that dagger play, they have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Strong. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
At the 45-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. A give right side for Pacheco. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Watch out for Hill on the return. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, they go back to H.A. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun. Strong. Throw caught by H.A. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. H.A. on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One more time with H.A. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
In goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
They run for it. H.A.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Hill shedding the tackle.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A little over over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Strong. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Strong. He's able to find Melton. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. To throw on second down. Strong over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Back to throw. Strong. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
43! 43!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
H.A. now up the middle.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down. Strong. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43.
A gain of 14. First down, Miami.
Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Strong.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down. Strong. And that will be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong.
He dumps it off to A-Chain.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Strong.
Connecting with Hill.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
He's back to throw. That'll be caught by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill.
Down inside the 10.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mahomes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. I'll be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's first down.
They'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And now time is a giant issue. That would have been important to maybe get you into Hail Mary range. But this defense is certainly going to make it tough. And that's going to fall incomplete.
Back to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle.
Here's first and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good